Hey there, this is Ona Indigo coming to you live from Oakland, California, and I'm here representing a project called No Accordion. And world electronica music is our passion. We're celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to create a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all. We're using love to calm the chatter of the mind by supporting one another with passionate expression to share our authentic creations. We want to spark inquiry, we want to raise awareness, and we want to encourage mindfulness. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to encourage you all. We have a new music video out. It's for the new track called Room to Breathe. Now, on some of my socials right now, I'm going to put the link to the YouTube video. And I want to encourage you all to please watch this YouTube video. There's a lot of links as well. And if you like it, can you share it with your friends as well? So today is the month of May, and the theme is flowering. So I wore something with flowers on it today. And we're going to look at a track that's called Descension. And it's a certain type of flowering of the scales, I could say. And it's playing with stepping down the keyboard, the scales, a little bit of counterpoint. And what I thought we'd do today is let's look at the DAW. Basically, I made this file in Ableton Live. So I'm going to take you over, just a sec, a little fiddling around here, and connect you to see, and then Instagram, I'm going to twist you around so you can kind of see my computer monitor. That's what Instagram gets. Everybody else, let's see, let's swoop you over. There you go. You should be seeing my Ableton Live. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of explore the track a bit, take it apart, and talk a little bit to this concept of dissension and to concept of counterpoint. So if we look at this track right now, it's kind of divided up into 6 groups. See, the top one here is vocal group, there's an accordion group, there's a transition group, there's a percussion group, there's a bass group, and there's a drums group. I tend to like to kind of group similar things together. It just helps me put things apart. It lets me bounce them down as stems. And so let's kind of open up the drum group right now. And I've made a loop up here. And what we're going to start to do is loop the track. And right now, all we're hearing is a kick. And if I look closely at the kick, it looks like this is a kick that is triggered, let's see, by MIDI. So if I click on the kick, you can see it's triggering a sample here. It's a kick drum in D minor. So I've got that kick going, and then there's another, that's the kick that comes in sooner. So I think that's right, I layered a sub. Now here's the sub. It may be a bit hard to hear through the phones, but anyways, there's now a sub layered with that kick. And then I'm going to add the snare that was coming in there. So there's the snare. And the hi-hat. Okay, let's see. So that's all the drums added in. Now Let's get into the bass. Bass looks like it's not generated with MIDI. It looks like it's an analog loop. So let's get that going. Yeah, it sounds like a really kind of drony synth bass. Let's just hear it on its own. Yeah, I like that. Really kind of gritty, synthy bass. So let's see. On top of this bass, as you can see, I work in like quite often a smaller loop. So let's add what is in here. This looks like there's a shaker, perhaps, or a tamborello. That's right. So that is a live instrument that I just recorded myself playing, and then I made a tight little loop. It looks like there's a shaker coming in this part, so I'm going to add the shaker in here. So yeah, there's the shaker. Let's just hear that shaker on its own. That's another kind of percussion instrument I have in the studio. And then here comes the tamburo. Let's see. Let's add the two together. Let's see. There we go. We can hear those two together. So there are two live elements that I've added to this track. I like to add a few live things. We're going to let it, let's see, we got, next, let's listen to what the transition does in here. I don't think we have transition in here, let's see. Yeah, no transition. Let's see what we got accordion-wise. If I open up now the accordion group, okay, let's stop this. Let's take it back to here. Let's get it out of solo mode. And of solo mode, now we're going to hear from the accordion. So yeah, let's just kind of analyze the accordion a bit, because we got the Descension part. So as you can see, it's just going down the scale on the accordion, and it's like an 8-bar loop. I'm going to add in the other part of the accordion now. So this is that part on its own, and the other part is this one. So once again, this is one on its own. This is the other one on its own. This is them together in the song. Ooh, there's more accordion coming. Let me add this part. Okay, so this part is that part. And then you add the other parts. There's a lot going on in there. And there's one more accordion part here. It's about as thick as it gets with accordion. So that's one part. Another part. Another part. Another part. And all together. Whoa! So that's much, then it simplifies down. Let's see. There is no vocal on this, so I'm going to move on to another part of the track. So you start to get that feeling that I'm playing with kind of like going up and down the scales. And then the other concept is called counterpoint. And that's when you would you'd have one melody going up the scale, and at the same time you have another melody that's playing at the same time, but it's going down the scale, and it creates like closer and then wider apart intervals. A lot of interesting harmonics happen that way. So let's play you a part that actually has the vocal. Let's solo this vocal first so you can kind of hear the vocal part. It's once again, I took these samples in India. This is the loop. And then on this loop, I thought we could just, for a second, explore. I'm using the Apollo Twin Duo, and it's a UAD device, and now they've been able to like mimic a lot of the old school amazing equipment digitally, and it doesn't sound much different. So this is some of the stuff that comes when you buy an Apollo Twin Duo. You get this compressor. Let's open this, which I put on the vocal. See that? Teletronic's a compressor. And this is just a really old, it's mimicking a really old school compressor. It doesn't have much to choose from. Just gain and peak reduction, but it's supposedly just an extremely, and it also lets you kind of boost it as well, the output. But it's just supposed to have the softest, most sweetest knees. So I just, compress the hell out of it, especially vocals or lots of other things as well. And then it also comes with this EQ, which I really love. Look at this. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 band EQ. So you can play with that yourself. It's got attack, release, a lot of different options. But a lot of the times I'll just go in and choose a preset that is relevant to the instrument that I'm working with. But I say both of these really improve the sounds. Okay. Now that I showed you some of the gear I was using, virtual gear, there we go. I turn it up again. You hear how it is. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to swap over, and I'm going to talk about something else for a moment. Well, this track, but we're not going to look at the DAW anymore. Okay. Here we go. Hello again. So, yeah, we're looking at this track Descension. We just went through Ableton Live, the program that I used to record and edit this in. And it's from an album called Gurukula, and that means teacher school. And it's based on an Indian tradition of students living in small gurukuls, which are like 30 to 40 students with their teacher in the community house together. And this was a common form of education before the British took over. So I went to India some years ago with 12 high school seniors when I was an art teacher at Oak Grove School. And I visited 3 boarding schools founded by Jiddu Krishnamurti. And every morning we met up in assembly and chanted mantras. All the schools had strong art and music departments as well. I brought my portable audio recorder and recorded assemblies and music lessons. Some of these samples are used in this track. So what I wanted to do now is listen to the track and watch a slideshow of some of the photographs I took while I was in India. A really beautiful place to take photographs. So give me a moment to set some things up here. Come over here, escape out of here, get out of my live, don't save that. Now we're going to my slideshow. Okay, here we go, view window. see if I can do this. No, okay. File. We are going to watch his slideshow and listen to the track very soon. I just got to set up my slideshow. So here I am. I'm going to do this. View slideshow. Let's do it this way. Oh, I guess it just naturally goes like that. Okay, yay, we're getting there. All right, I'm going to turn Instagram back towards my computer monitor so you can kind of see what we're seeing. And everybody else will see it actually on the screen. Let's cue up the track. And this track is called Descension. Okay, I left that for a second there on the picture of Jiddu Krishnamurti, because this is, these schools were founded by this man. And it's also the school that I taught at was founded by him. So I'm going to come back over to me here. Hello, Instagram. And back on the other socials. Oh, now I got to turn this off. Little technical issues. Okay, we're back on there. Okay, so there you go. Playing in the track in the background was the track Descension. And thanks for joining me today. Now I'm going to put this in some of my socials right now, and you can find it in my bio as well. I want you all to please check out the latest music video that just came out for the track called Room to Breathe, and please watch it and share it. The link's in the bio and in the comments. And next week, we're looking at May and flowering. That's the theme for the month of May. And we're looking at a track called Tart. And that speaks of sexy playtime. So join me next week. And thank you so much for dropping by this week. I'll see you soon, I hope.